Yo, so what's going on, Battlefielders? It is Pwned, and we are back with another Zero gameplay with that M5k, baby, because I love his gun. It's sensual, it's amazing, and it's got soft, gentle, moist hands. I don't know where moist came, but it always sounds dirty, right? Cleanest dirty word there is, guys, moist. So, we're going to talk to you guys a little bit about adoption, and okay, I gotta make sure we do this right. Animals in adoption, because you guys are like, wait, Pwn, I thought you talked about adopting the other day. No, I'm talking about Shih Tzus now. So, we'll talk about animals, because for the longest, you know, we live in an apartment complex, at least for the next 3 or 4 months until we get our own actual home. Fuck windows, man. Sorry. I do that every start of the game. Almost every game I play on this map, I end up killing like 2 or 3 guys, start running down a hallway, and I want to make it a left. And instead, you know, I panic too, because I don't know how to handle the windows. I turn and I'm like, there's a window there, because there's windows every fucking where on this map. I turn and run right into the window, and I don't react quick enough. Patty cake! I don't react quick enough to know what to do. So instead, I just sit there running straight into the window and jumping, instead of trying to knife it like a sane person. I don't know. I'm fat as shit. If I walked into a window, that motherfucker's collapsing. So I don't know if I'm only like $120 in this game. I think we need to have, you know, some female characters, some fat fucking characters. Battlefield, get more realistic, bro. Let me have my M5k in one hand and a goddamn Nacho Bel Grande in the other. Then we'll talk. Then you got a realistic game. And I hate the windows. It's so embarrassing too, because you guys saw that. But the more you watch this game, the more you see it. It's been happening in a couple other videos too. But anyways, I will talk to you guys about this, because I've been thinking about this for the longest, and I've been trying to get my wife to get the big okay about certain animals. And I started off exotic. I wanted to adopt an 18-year-old Asian girl, and it didn't work. I don't know why, though. I think they're cute. So, that's just wrong, Pwn. That's wrong, but it doesn't matter, because it's funny, so I get away with it. I was thinking about getting a chinchilla. Now, if you don't know what a chinchilla is, it's basically this little cute rat thing. It's got really soft fur. It cleans in a dust bath or sand bath or something. They're really decent to handle. I mean, they are a little bit high maintenance for something so small, but again, I'm married. I can handle it, and it's just crazy, because I wanted to get it because it's cute, it's exotic, and man, motherfucker, do I just want to say that I've owned a chinchilla. I've had a ferret, I've had a pot-bellied pig, I've had anything you can think of, and it's just crazy. All the domestic pets possible, short of a T-Rex, I've had one. And I'm thinking of the right one, something that I can bring as like a family animal, and she just defaults to dog. The typical dog one, and I'm like, man, I want something exotic. What about a crocodile or something? You know what I mean? A fucking llama, bro. It could sleep on your side of the bed, too. I don't care. So, as long as she doesn't pick up any habits from it, you know what I mean? She starts spitting, you gotta go too, motherfucker. Oh, this commentary went south quick. But anyways, it's basically, I started thinking about it because I want to do cats. I like cats because they're around when you want them to be. If you're ever in a bad mood, you know cats are going to come up and be like, hey, how's it going, guy? Huh? A bad day? Yeah, me too. I coughed up a hair I bought. It was fucking disgusting. It looked like an owl pellet with glass in it. It was just disgusting. And so I'm sitting there, you know, and I want to do cats. But my wife is absolutely terrified of cats. She won't do anything with cats. She freaks out. She like cries, and like seriously, if one gets within a foot, like if we're at somebody's house, someone sneaks up on her, she tippy toes, she starts crying, she freaks out, she gets behind me, basically puts me in a chokehold patty cake, and she freaks out. She is terrified of cats. So that's one of my favorite animals, because they're pretty well reliant on themselves. They can take care of themselves. You got the litter box. They ain't gonna chew on your fucking futon. I mean, they do have claws, but if you take them out. And, you know, I had a cat one time, and I felt bad for that cat, because we declawed and deballed it in the same day. It took its nuts off and its hands. Basically, I felt bad for that. But, you know, it had to be done. And, I have to say that through all the animals I've had, some of my favorites were cats, because they were just pretty easy to take care of. But that'll never happen. We're going to lean towards dogs. And the dog that she wants is a puggle, which, if I remember correctly, it's a beagle and a pug mix. I don't know. It's got a really weird... Some of them have, like, really squinty, weird, fucking ugly faces. And some of them actually rely a little bit more on the beagle faces, which are absolutely adorable. And they're pretty good with shedding and everything like that. So I'm kind of leaning towards that as a possible choice. But I've always wanted something different. You know, when I grew up, I had a turtle, and I drowned it because I just put it in its water bowl, and I thought it was thirsty. I was just a kid. I was like 4 years old. I had a box turtle, and I killed it not knowing. And then I cried for days because I was just 4 years old, like a little bitch. And I killed my thing. And then like 2 years later, I thought I was responsible enough. My mom trusted me, and she bought me hamsters. And I just got bored of them like in 2 weeks, and I stopped feeding them, and they starved to death. You don't give fucking 7-year-olds hamsters because they just let them die. You don't do it. So, and then I went ahead and asked my wife for fish. She wouldn't even let me have fish. I should rebel tonight. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy a betta fish, and I'm going to put it right on the fucking table and be like, look what I did, huh? You remember how you told me not to? And then she's probably going to hit me with a frying pan, but it's worth it. You know, I got to establish the dominance a little bit. And so I've always wanted a fish tank. They're not hard. You got to clean them every once in a while. You know, feed them. They're quite simple, and they prove to be a cool night light. They make you look classy. Like, oh, cool, is that a fish? I'm like, yeah, man. But you need some crazy ones. You need some flashy tropical ones. You don't need none of that saltwater bullshit. You want some nice little cool fish, not the big ass fucking Oscars and shit, the big old headed thingies. But you know, so I'm trying to think. So what would you guys think would be a good family animal? Something that I can have through our first couple years, something that our kids could grow up with. Because my first real friend, my first real pet was an American Bull Pit Mix. His name was Bandit. I lost him a couple years ago, but he lasted through like 14 years of my life. So let me know what you guys think down below. What is the ideal family pet? Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you don't get any llamas. Peace. Get it.